first round pick. Hey, throw that list away. All right.
Why are we around? Let
Welcome to the show. It's a Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From Mahomes to the defense, we give you the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate troop. This ain't no game, it's our passion on display.
The baby himself.
Chiefs Blitz podcast, real fans unite. Every touchdown scored, we ignite the night. From tailgate chatter to post-game debate, we love our Chiefs, yes, never too late.
I would even bring MVS back in the middle of the season.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by ChiefsBlitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense Todd.
Welcome back to the next edition of Four Guys in a Bar, presented by ChiefsBlitz.com, your number one source for Chiefs news. I am your host, Nick Athan, along with Mr. Hense Todd, Mr. Lou Montagna, and Coach Andre Tillman. Welcome, gentlemen. We took Memorial Day off to spend time with our loved ones and family, and we are back Wednesday with the OTAs set to begin, or already going on in Kansas City. As the Chiefs get back to the theme of the day, which is their redemption tour. But, gentlemen, how was your holiday?
Can't complain. Pretty good. Not too bad. I didn't eat no barbecue, though.
You didn't eat no barbecue?
No, I don't eat hooves and pork.
Hey, little barbecue.
Hooves and pork. Okay.
I don't eat hooves, man. I don't eat that.
A lot of reflection, contemplative, very peaceful.
But it rained a lot here. It rained a lot here in Kansas
City. Oh, my God. We got so much rain. It was crazy.
But hey, my holiday was great, Ruben. Adds to the chat. But yeah, everything was great. Spent a lot of time, with the family, and like Lou said, got a little bit reflecting and relaxing.
That's right.
Watching some movies. Watch a little bit of back in the day, Weird Science. I don't know if y'all watched that.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
I said
Kelly LeBrock, one of the best.
I bet you was watching your own character, huh?
Did you download Tubi or something?
I downloaded Tubi. I was like,
it's on YouTube.
There's a lot of good movies on there. I said, it's a lot of good movies.
There are. Yeah, that's a classic, man. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Anthony Michael Hall.
Especially if you're a young guy. If you're a young guy, you got a vision for a specific individual. A woman, you like watching Weird Science, man. The lady watching Weird Science.
Lady in Red.
Weird Science. Yeah, Kelly LeBrock. Yeah. Used to be married to Gene Wilder.
Damn.
Crazy.
Hey, great movie. They don't make movies like that no more. You can't make movies like that no more. It's a lot of you'll get rid up about or get in trouble about. So with that said, guys, let's get right into our sponsor. That sponsor this beautiful podcast, and everybody like joining in to watch.
Baseball is back.
That's right. Baseball is back on Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you cash in today. You can play the pick'em game. It's very similar to what you did with the NFL where you're doing the Chiefs stuff. Now it's all about baseball, and especially the Royals. You can go higher or lower. It's really simple to use. Their app is amazing. You just choose your entry fee. You decide what you want to play, and you just see the winnings coming if you know what you're doing. So take a swing today and make sure that you sign up for Underdog Fantasy, and they're going to give you a meatball right off the gamut, Bobby Wood Jr. special. So start with a W for your first entry and new customers. Make sure you use the code Chiefs Blitz.
That's right, Underdog Fantasy. It's a really simple game. It's easy to use. It's a lot of fun. You can make a few bucks, and we make it very easy here over at Chiefs Blitz. All you got to do is scan the QR code to the right of your screen, put in the promo code Chiefs Blitz, deposit $5, and you get 50 in bonus dollars. And again, for anybody who does subscribe and deposits the $5 and we get notification for, I will be giving away one of my collectibles, one of my card collectibles. I have over 1,000 of them. So going to put them in a pot and pull one out, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and we're going to send them off to the individuals who sign up for Underdog.com. Again, use the code Chiefs Blitz. NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs are going on. College baseball is going on. Golf, NASCAR, all sorts of stuff. Indy 500 last weekend was pretty great. So if you want to have an opportunity to play the game, it's really simple. So check it out.
Props to y'all using Tyrese Halliburton in your selections.
Yes,
he's filling up the stat sheet
still
now. I believe. There he goes again.
SG, you got SG, same with SG. Filling up those stats, man.
He is on fire. All right, before we get too far in the show, I do want to mention something. Kenny Sinclair had mentioned that Mr. Gradwick was my baseball coach at Barstow High School, and he passed away a couple of weeks ago. They had a visitation in Kansas City over the weekend. Not to get too downer, but he was a great guy, a lot of fun, an incredible sense of humor. Condolences to his son Trey and their family and everybody for his passing. He was top shelf. He was tough, but he let me play baseball for 4 years, so I'm grateful.
That's what's up, Nick.
Rest in peace, sir.
Rest in peace, sir. Absolutely.
What you play, Nick? You batter? Would you?
I was outfielder, and I played first base.
Okay, got you.
I had two career RBIs.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
In 4 years, I actually won a game 2-1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Athletic, Nick. Athletic.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. Had a grand slam right in my sights. And what did I do? I saw this big meat pitch right in front of me, and I barely got it over the shortstop's head. But we scored 2 runs and won 2-1 with my best friend Lane. My best friend Lane on the mound pitch.
Nick, you did just enough to get it done, Nick. You did just enough.
How many?
Are you coming in here, Mango? Is he in there?
I don't know. We see Mango. We see Mango in the background. Yeah, it was pretty funny to me, Shio.
So with this, man, it's a guy that was been on break. He said he'd be back. You know what I mean? He said he got a little secret that he'd be back. Don't worry, the baby is back. He said he's off of vacation, so he is back as well. So with that said, guys, let's get into some of these updates. Nick, that happened over the while we was gone.
All right, a lot of promotions in Kansas City. The Chiefs promoting Mike Bradway and Chris Shea to assistant GM roles. That is Terry Shea's son, and Mike Bradway's son's father, I think, was the GM of the New York Jets for a while. So it's good to see those guys come on board. The Chiefs scouting department in the front office with Brett Veach's side of the things have taken a hit recently. They've lost a lot of really good people to different organizations, but they have a lot of good internal talent. And it's nice to see some of these guys get promotions. These are good football people.
Well, just the way Coach Reed coaches the coaches. Obviously, they've got kind of a system in the front office, and the fact that we don't lose coaches. Yeah, right. They're older dudes. They don't move on. The coordinators, but the front office gets rated because how well we scout, how well we draft. So it's nice to see that they do promote from within, and these guys just kind of learn from one another. So that's pretty cool.
Right. A couple other promotions. Let's see. Ryan Nutt, who was a scout, and Tim Terry, both promoted to vice president of player personnel positions. For Ryan Nutt, he is the guy who pretty much recruits the SEC. And we got a lot of SEC talent on the Chiefs roster. And so I'm excited to see what they can do in their larger roles as Brett Veach rebuilds his staff.
Yeah.
And then Mark Richards has been promoted to the director of football research and development, which is a pretty important role for the organization. So congrats to Mark.
Is that a big way of saying analytics?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's, like I said, it's a pretty important process and a pretty important person for the organization when they have to go through all that analytics stuff. All right, and then outside, the Chiefs are hiring Drew Grigson as senior college pro executive. He will assist Brett Veach in the recruiting and in the college market. So we're excited about him as well. Again, Albert Breer was the guy who came across all these things. I think it's happened over the weekend. But again, this is what you build. The Chiefs organization just reloads, and as we mentioned, Brett Veach has lost a lot of guys. He promoted from within, as Lou said, which is a great thing, and also brought a couple guys in from the outside. So excited to see what they can put together as they begin the process of recruiting, the process of college football, which is 90 95 days away, 94 days away, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I think we're under 100 days for the NFL opener.
Yeah, we're 99 for the NFL, and I think we're like 92
usually
or
that
93 or 94.
Last weekend of August, there'll be some college football games. I can't remember if it's the week 0 or week 1, but you get Ohio State and Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's their first game, so we get our first look at Arch Manning in a big football game.
Can't wait to see Arch Manning. Can't wait to see Arch
man.
Yeah, man, that dude's gonna be phenomenal. Got my vote.
I'm not rocking. What's his name? Josh Simmons haircut.
Yes, you are.
This is my son. My son had it for before I seen Josh Simmons. My son already. Dre, no. My son always rocked.
Regardless of whether you saw it or not, you're rocking it.
The way
it looks pretty good.
Nah, little man, like, hey, Z always, that's his son. He always been rocking the two-tone. That was his look. So he's father like son. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, father like son, man.
Respect.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with that said, man, hey, it's OTAs are kicking off. We are one, like I said, to show the topic of the day. We one step closer. To football. We actually be kicking off, or we get that bad taste out of our mouth from the Super Bowl loss with the Eagles, as they, celebrating all over everything I see. Even on their social media team, I'm kind of getting irritated. I almost blocked them yesterday, but
there were a few social media idiots out there yesterday. Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm talking about the Eagles. I'm talking about the Eagles.
There were a few Kansas City.
You was gonna block them? No, you keep that energy. You don't block them. You keep that energy.
But again, we one step closer to get this season kicked off. I know a lot of people. I know what y'all gonna say. But I'm gonna ask the question anyway. What position battle is the most intriguing to watch play out this OTA in the training camp? Start off with Lou. One of y'all, whoever got.
Yeah, well, I mean. Yeah, I guess the low-hanging fruit is going to be the offensive line positions, but that's really not going to really see anything develop until the pads come on in training camp. So in terms of just OTAs right now, you just want to see the young guys, how they kind of react when the veterans are there. And when I say young guys, not just the UDFAs and the draftees, but even like some of the rookies from last year. Are they, can you see kind of the light bulb came on during the year last year? Have they continued to advance over the off season? Do they come in, they look different physically? That's the other thing you want to see too, is has anybody, really gotten jacked up that needed to, or anybody slimmed down that you thought maybe was a little over the top? But no, it's just, at this point, it's just, you want to see how they react to one another. And, are they having to stop drills, because rookies are making mistakes? So that would be the thing that I'm looking for. But position battle, yeah, in the summertime, absolutely. Left tackle, left guard.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna piggyback on what you just said, Lou. I'm gonna say conditioning, comeback conditioned. But this to me talks to me, just tells me about conditioning. Where the guys at? You know what I'm saying? Have you been in the gym? Have you really been working on yourself and getting better, like fundamentally sound? Because like you said, ain't no pass coming on. To me, I feel like this is all about fundamentals, strong fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? So. Where you at with your fundamentals, man? Veterans, do you know, are you familiar with the schemes? You know what I'm saying? And the rookies, man, are y'all in the lab learning from the vets? So that's what I'm looking for in the OTAs right now.
I think the Grim Reaper's back. We're having some mic issues.
Remixing. No, right. Take your time, man.
The show is
haunted.
Fix the show like a Chiefs, fix that line, man.
Well, I mean, I think you make good points, guys, and I think for me the most intriguing thing is really going to be, how the veteran guys have what's that?
You good?
Oh, sorry. The veteran guys, to me, is what's going to be the most intriguing thing to watch. how the Mahomes and the Kelseys and the Joneses and the Boltons and, and some of these other guys that got contracts, Karlaftis and McDuffie, how they integrate some of the younger guys. I think that's highly important because I think this team on paper, I think this is the best potential 53-man roster the Chiefs have ever had under Andy Reid. And there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of question marks. And it's a little early to kind of sit there and go, well, what about this position or this position? But to me, it's the integration of the veterans who, see something in the young guys, like Travis Kelce. He's got a chance with Hendershot. He's got Noah Gray there. Wiley will be back probably in September, October, November. You've got guys who are leaders who have always shown the way. But this is the first time they've had a massive chip on their shoulder from the bad taste of losing, getting blown out in a Super Bowl for the second time for some of these guys. So I think that to me is what is the most intriguing thing to watch. We're not going to learn much. I think the Chiefs and some of the players will talk tomorrow. They only are obligated by NFL rules to talk one time a week. And then media can't even be present until the third day of OTAs. So we'll have OTAs this week, OTAs the following week. We'll have a mandatory mini camp where everybody has to show up. And then they're off until the third week in July when they go to St. Joe and get ready for training camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This week, too. No, go ahead, Hense.
The position battle, I'm ready to looking into his cornerback, man, to see what Williams going to do there. Is we going to have like because a lot of guys is on a 1-year deal. There's Josh Williams and Watson, them guys, not 1-year deal, but have a 1 year left on their contract. This is their final year on their contract. And some guys going to be, like they say, contract year is undefeated. So I want to see is that position group going to come out and battle very well and see what we get from them guys and training camp. And I can't wait for training camp to start. But I can see what Williams actually brings to the second game. Go ahead, Luke. Go ahead and say what you're about to say.
I was going to say, I'm also interested to see what the attendance is like because, of course, these are voluntary, and the Chiefs. I mean, in the recent history, they've had amazing attendance at these things. So, does anybody hold out?
Not for real. I don't.
I know we had mentioned, I think earlier last week that Trey had signed the franchise tag deal, but he doesn't have a long-term deal yet. So does he maybe not show up?
No,
so it'll be interesting to see, if there are anybody. But the thing is, it would be a shock because attendance has been great so much over the last 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, I think he's going to be there. He signed his franchise tag pretty fast.
Yeah.
My understanding is negotiations have gone very well. I would expect they're going to announce a deal here.
Now, that's the thing too. For offensive linemen, especially a vet, this is really, I don't know, whatever. Yeah. They're gonna come and work out or whatever. Maybe do some.
That's what I'm saying. It's like just light drills. Just light drills.
It's just setting the tone.
You're really not going to get a lot out of it. So that would be the one. I would say maybe Trey, if they're looking to really, hey, we need to get this thing hammered out. Let's get it hammered out now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
With this, bigger impact this season, the rookie class or the new free agent signing? Which one's you going to have a bigger impact on the season coming forward, going into OTAs, training camp? Which one going to have a bigger impact? I know it's a lot of guys that's, got that we picked up on the D line and, guy from the Vikings or, from the Chargers. A lot of people have, big hopes with him. But Hollywood
the potential for sure is going to be the rookie class.
The rookie class, yes.
You've got more of them. And I think just you said the way the draft went, they were addressing specific areas. They kind of had a plan and they stuck with it. So you've got some young dudes that are going to have a huge opportunity. You walk into a Super Bowl team and has won multiple championships, but you've got young guys that are able to win some jobs. So not to put anything against the the free agents, because I think Christian Fulton has every opportunity to be a starting corner. I think Elijah Mitchell, you're probably going to see, a nice opportunity for him to get a lot of snaps. But I would say just the rookie class, the way they went about it, the guys they got, I just see them having a big opportunity. Being possessed again.
Yeah, Hense, you got to fix that mic, man.
Yeah, man. I know. I'm about to dive deep into this one.
All right.
Now, I'm gonna say the rookie class, because like we stated, like a couple of guys came over from free agency, which was fine. Like Moore coming from San Fran, but to me, from the DBs all the way down to the defensive line, man, you got Parking Lot, you got Galati, you got Williams. We got some pieces that we have to see, that we want to see, that we hope to see them come in there and make an immediate impact for them. Immediate impact. So I feel like the rookie class holds weight this year. Those are guys that we're looking forward to seeing these guys come in really and make a great impact right now. Especially your boy Parking Lot, man. Parking Lot has been the talk right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the guy that everybody looking forward to.
On this show.
Yeah, you're right. Somebody over here gave this man a nickname, so hopefully he can come up there and he can earn the gold jacket. Hopefully he can earn the gold jacket. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm paying attention to the hair, the gold hair, the gold jacket. I'm loving the aura right now. But now I definitely say Parking Lot and Williams for me. Those are the two guys I'm definitely looking at.
Yeah,
fixed. If I can go.
Yeah, guys, your mic fixed. There we go.
Okay. The biggest impact I think is going to be, like Lou said, it's going to be the rookie class. These guys, how they went about it. A lot of people looking for, like, AKA Mr. Parking Lot, Mr. 55 himself, to come out here and do damage to these offensive linemen. Him and Chris Jones on side by side. You know what I mean? Then you got Josh Simmons on the left side. Battling for the right left tackle spot. And you got, the running backs, it's going to be, it's a lot of running backs is on this depth chart. Got the guy, they signed from the 49ers. He's pretty good, but he had an injury before he came over, and see, is he going to come back? And also, Williams as well, as we got from, from the Mustangs, to see, is he come out here and pretty as well as good. But if it had to be the bigger impact, it had to be the rookie class for me.
God, I don't want to agree with you three guys, so I'll just take the free agents.
I
think Simmons is the key to the rookie class. But then again, I mean, the free agency, they got positions of need. They've got a scat back, running back who could be the McKinnon role, giving Smith time to develop. I like Tillman signing quite a bit as a rotational guy. I love the cornerback we got from the Chargers. His name is Fulton. Is it Fulton? Yeah,
Christian Fulton. Yeah.
Christian Fulton. I like him. But the one free agent signing is kind of a guy that we had last year. We didn't see a lot of him, is Hollywood Brown. I think his health, his familiarity with the system. He only signed a 1-year deal, pretty team friendly, $7-8 million. So it's not going to cost the Chiefs a whole lot of money. And to me, I think this free agent class has the opportunity to really make a name for themselves, maybe get paid in the future, whether it's with Kansas City or another team. But I like the moves that Brent Beach made in the offseason and the way he constructed his roster, bringing Charles Omenihu back, which I think was huge. And I think he's going to be healthy now. So he's going to go out there and compete. So I like the free agent class, not for the length of the contracts they signed, but just the sum of the parts.
Well, that's kind of been the MO, right? In terms of free agency, they just kind of go out and cherry pick certain positions. They're not going to overpay for any free agents. Now, you might say that, wow, Jalen Moore got a big deal, but as for a left tackle, if he's a starting left tackle, that is a bargain. Whatever they, what they're paying him. So all the other ones, again, it's just very strategic veteran guys that they know, hey, if you perform, maybe we'll look at it. Moving forward, get another opportunity. I mean, Hollywood Brown, it was just circumstantial, but, they did bring him back and he chose to come back. So, it's that Brett certainly has almost a very specific game plan, and he's been kind of knocking it out and refining it as the years have gone on. And I think this year, where the free agent class and the draft choices, the UDFAs, it all kind of comes together to where now this can actually be his best off season. And coming into it, I said this may be the most important off season he has in his job, because the Chiefs on the outside look like they're teetering between continuing a dynasty and maybe falling off. But I think we know better.
And they're falling off. Do you think?
No.
You really think?
Hollywood Brown better step up. Shit, Hollywood Brown better step up.
Okay, I gotcha.
The national narrative is that they are teetering.
Yeah.
Right. Because of the way they lost that game. But you look at the roster, you look at the improvements that they've made, they're not going anywhere. So
yeah, I don't think so.
But I'm just saying, from my perspective, all of it this year, between free agency, UDFAs, the actual draft choices, I think he kind of met the challenge, if you would. And maybe it was just me laying it down for him, saying that this is the most important offseason he'll have in this role. I'm here for it. I think he's done a great job. Again, on paper, we'll see how these guys play. But it's just exciting moving forward, kind of not a rebirth, but just kind of a retool, and let's go get it.
Yeah. I understand. Man.
But it that when Lou said it, a lot of people are, think that the Chiefs are, not going to be relevant this year. Having the national media picking them, not some of them guys are not even picking the Chiefs to, go to the playoffs. Some
a lot of people.
Damn, that's kind of steep. They said not to go to the playoffs. The Chiefs
8-8. They say
8-8. Oh, hell nah.
We're gonna have to start putting names on these things, Hense.
You must start, because this is wicked here.
Who these people are, so that we can call them out.
Yeah, man. Because even for me, I know damn well the Chiefs is going to the damn playoffs. Like that's crazy. Like, ain't no way in hell. Who's saying that shit?
There's one guy. I think it was on Fox. He sits.
One of your neighbors.
Nah, he's on Fox. His name slipped my mind, but I'm a bring it.
What's his name? Jason McIntyre on Cowherd Show.
Yeah, him. He always talking.
But he's notorious. He said every year he's
always going to say something.
He's wanting to dance on the Chiefs' grave, and he just hasn't had the opportunity until the Super Bowl last year.
Oh man, you know how that shit goes. Yeah.
But that again. With that said, is any surprise player who could become a big contender? Who could be the guy?
Wow. I thought you said something else, man. Bro. I said, what?
No.
I said, what?
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, they're. I think Hendershot, the tight end. I think he has the potential to be that guy. Here is an undrafted free agent, has all the skills in the world. Is a Travis Kelce type of clone. What's that?
Timeout.
I think you're mixing names. You're Peyton Hendershot, or you're thinking Jake Brenningstool.
I'm sorry, Brenningstool. So I
like that timeout.
Two different guys.
I had a little fall over the weekend, so I'm still a little uncomfortable, and my brain does not match the level of pain I've had to endure for the last 4 or 5 days. Anyway,
good.
Yes, the young kid from Clemson. I got the school right, correct?
Yes. Good call.
I think Brenningstool has the opportunity to be really, really good for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think he's a perfect fit. Should have been drafted, I think, 5th round area. Goes undrafted. He's a guy who's going to have an opportunity because of the Wiley injury. The Chiefs are going to give Travis Kelce less reps on the field, so they're going to have to develop someone along with Noah Gray to be able to run the kind of offense that Andy Reid wants to run. I mean, obviously, Josh Simmons is the guy that, everybody's looking at. But I think for me, Brenningstool has the opportunity to be that special undrafted free agent that the Chiefs generally have once a roster. Certainly over the last several years, they've been able to get some really good talent in the undrafted round. They've got 3 or 4 guys, I think, that have potential to make this football team But to me, he's the guy that I think is going to surprise a lot of people in the OTA sessions and mini camp. And when we get to training camp, he's going to be someone to watch.
I think Galati is. I think definitely Galati is. I think he's going to come out there and kick major ass, guys. I'm telling you, that boy going to be everywhere. I think Spack's going to have some fun putting this boy on the edge, maybe pull an outside linebacker a little bit, keep him moving around because the boy got energy. Hey, never mind the small hands, man. The boy got good thigh muscles, man. He got good pull. He got good mid strength. I think we're gonna get busy, man. Gonna have a good push in the middle, man. Good push. Now, honestly, he's just a hyper. He's just a hyper end, man. He could be. I feel like he's gonna be the X factor this year. I think he's gonna be the one this year. Besides parking lot, Bo. I know parking lot is your guy. That's your dude. You know what I'm saying? I get that, but I think a lot of gonna be him. I think a lot of gonna come out there and really impose his will this year, man.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a surprise to me, but coach singling out body parts on a particular player.
Man, you know,
okay. Hands, thighs. You were everywhere on that.
Hey, man.
I would say, it's hard because we talk about these guys in such high regard, whether they're a gold jacket or whatever coming out. So I don't know that they're surprises anymore. I think maybe like last week or 2 weeks ago talking about how I thought, parking lot was going to have a really good opportunity to make some hay with that inside pass rush, playing alongside of Charles and Chris Jones. And if George is playing on the edge, he's going to have a lot of one-on-ones. So I don't know if that's a surprise, but I think he's going to be fairly successful. And then one maybe that is off the beaten path is the fact that, kind of low key, Elijah Mitchell is a damn good running back when he's healthy. That's the key. Can he stay healthy? Because if he is, he could be the number one back. Nothing against Pops, but I think he certainly has that opportunity to be a number one back. And you know how much I like Rashard Smith as well.
Yeah.
But if Mitchell is right, that combination of power, speed, that could be a surprise for some.
Speaking of surprise, man, I think it's going to be one and only. This is, I think this is last year on his contract. It's going to be 2-4, man. Sky Moore. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be a surprise out of nowhere. I know it's a what? I know it's this. I know it's
that would be a surprise.
That would be a surprise.
I know that a lot of people going to say,
that will warm my spirit. That will warm my spirit if he come out there.
Right. I know a lot of people that check what hits. Hear me out, guys. The kid been training very well. The kid been out there putting in extra work, extra hours. The kid, hey, this could be your last stop, right? Because it's a lot of NFL. If somebody wanted Scott Moore, they could probably trade him for him in the all season. If there's a lot of teams that are interested, this could be your last stop, right? This could be your last stop opportunity playing in the NFL. This could be here. This is you here, or you're not going to get another shot. So I feel like this is what he's going to take this off season. I feel like he's going to take this off season very well to see why the Chiefs draft him in the second round. Hey, maybe he come out, man. He got the hands, right? Everybody say he got the big hands. His hands are very big. He can catch the ball. It's just the routes, man, that he can't get into the offense. So I feel like sometimes in this offense with the Andy Reid schemes, it takes the younger guys a long time to get it done, a long time to get it right. So I feel like Scott Moore this time around, he gonna get it right. I feel like he can come out here and surprise me, Dre, Lou, and Nick, and the guys in the chat. That
would be a major surprise. Because I think everything you said, we've been saying since we started the show.
Hello.
So that's where I think the surprise comes. It's like, okay, we hear this about the offseason. We hear how hard he's working. He's working with Pat, looking good at, during OTAs, looking good
every year, man.
Just doesn't go. I mean, it's almost a similar refrain with Justin Ross. Is where, okay, he's got the skills, he's got the tools, God-given ability, whatever, but for some reason or another, just can't convert it to the field on a consistent level. And I cheer for both of them. I love those guys, loved them both when they brought them each in. And yeah, nothing would tickle my heart more than one of those guys making the 53 and actually contributing on a consistent basis. So
Hense just threw that out there, man. He just threw that out there, man. I know you did, bro. I know.
He's sincere. I can tell when the man's not sincere.
I'm being serious because you got
all right, okay.
You got all these guys. You got Rice. You got Hollywood. You got
it's a tall order. You got at least 4 guys ahead of you.
Juju. I mean, initially, if there's a suspension of Rice, I would say because of his familiarity with the offense, but he'd have to beat out. He'd have to play exceptionally well. And I think deep down we all root for this kid. He's not been the wide receiver we thought he was going to be. We all thought he was a good draft pick. We all thought he'd be great, and he just struggled in his rookie season, from the get-go. And I think that had to do with the fact they gave him the responsibility of the return duties, and he just had never done it before and wasn't ready for it, had some turnovers, and he just lost his confidence. But, he has worked hard in the offseason. He has been working with Patrick. If Rice is suspended and they keep 7 receivers, I'd say he's got a chance. And I think that would be good story for the Chiefs. But there's a lot of talent at wide receiver. And that's going to be a tough position for the Chiefs to ultimately decide if we keep 6 or we keep 7.
Legitimately, there may be 2 spots available.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
So, I think the fact that Sky knows the system, I think he kind of beats out everybody else, especially the rookies. He knows the system. I believe it's just the confidence with Sky, man.
Or on the flip side,
just the confidence, man, with Sky Moore. Because like I said, he been in the system for a minute, man. He knows the system. I believe just take your time, young man. Don't put too much pressure on yourself and do what's asked of you. Just catch the damn ball. That's all. Just catch the damn ball. That's all.
Maybe he plays so well in preseason that they ship him for a 6th-round pick, a future 6th-round pick. So
I can see that. Now would that be still contributing to the team? And maybe
contributing to the team. It would be official. Yeah, that would for a guy that was a former 2nd-round pick. If they can get a 6th for him,
spend a second, we get a 6th back.
I'm all good for it.
Not a great deal, but hey,
not the best.
Beggars can't be choosy. Yeah, I think that would just be a straight out cut, Nick. I don't know.
It is.
Going to give up any capital for him at this point. Now, again, he may look great this year, but just the fact that he really hasn't contributed much outside of the.
No, I know. It'd be
a couple of plays. The touchdown in the Super Bowl, which it was just like a Chinese fire drill in the Eagles' backfield. So he was like alone. So anyway, it's going to be hard. He's got a long road to hoe here.
I'm just waiting on Ross to get busy. I'm just waiting on Ross's time. Shit.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening anytime soon, Drake. Because we all been waiting on number 8. Now
whatever, bro.
Now it's a new guy that's on a rise. I keep my
exactly the same thing about all that stuff you can say about Justin is that during the off season, everything looks. I mean,
everything looks.
He's really he's doing the work. He looks good. He's a big dude. They don't have anybody that has that body type. He has some speed, everything else, but it's like we're just not seeing it, consistently enough for the team to be confident to say, yes, you're going to have one of those spots. You're going to get snaps and you're going to get balls thrown your way. So long way to go for both those guys. So, hey, let's go, guys.
Hey, Lou. Hey, know what, Lou? It's all about opportunity, Lou. When the ball's thrown your way, you catch it. You have no room. You got in this offense. You have to catch the damn ball.
No room for error.
Shit, hell, MVS caught one pass in the playoffs. Everybody praised this guy. There's hope for Ross and there's hope for Sky Moore, man. Just when your numbers call, catch the damn ball.
That's certainly your guys' opinion. So we'll see how it plays out.
And speaking of the offense, the Chiefs offense rebounding OTAs and start their path back to the Super Bowl. And like they last year, it started in OTAs, it started in training camp. They knew they had a left tackle issue, but they didn't get it fixed.
So now they didn't.
They didn't get it fixed at all. So, but now, now you start in OTAs. You see who comes back, like Lou said earlier. You see guys are coming back in shape. You see guys that's coming back who's not, taking the routine very properly. But now it starts in OTAs. You're going to see what you got. Don't take it for granted. See what you got and add to it. And, I feel like they can do a better rebound from the OTAs coming in and getting everything started. So who's going to go first? Drake?
I go first. It's like this. It's the knowledge right now to learn from what you did last year. The vets learn from what you and rookies. They've been watching. I'm pretty sure they watched the Super Bowl. Learn, man. Now OTS is about knowledge, man. Understanding the game, the fundamentals of the game. What could you have done better? Vets, right? Rookies. Now you watching the vets. What can you take away from that? You know what I'm saying? In a sense. It's what it's about, man. Okay, how can I be fundamentally better? Can I block better? You know what I'm saying? Can I execute? Can I catch better? You know what I'm saying? Can I defend it better? You know what I'm saying? This is like a lot of stuff that goes into OTAs, man, because it's about mental. It's just mentally. Come in there mentally sharp. Be mentally sharp. Hopefully OTAs will be the foundation to go forward when it comes this upcoming season. But it's all mental. All mental come to OTAs.
Well, I mean, it's a passing camp, right? So the spotlight's going to be on the DBs. It's going to be on the wide receivers, somewhat the quarterback. Patrick's talked a lot about, wanting to take more shots downfield and so forth. Yeah. So, is he going to make a legitimate effort to do that? Now, again, in a passing camp, whatever, it doesn't matter. You're not keeping track of, completion percentage or anything. There's really no game situation, anything like that. But I mean, just in prep, is he going to practice what he's preaching? So are we going to see a lot more shots, to Xavier going downfield, to Jalen Royals going downfield, to any of these guys? Are the injured wide receivers all the way back, meaning Rasheed and Hollywood? To see, are they doing the intricate routes? Are they taking shots to them downfield? So again, in OTAs, it's really hard to tell, in terms of where they are. It's just really, the rookies and the younger guys, are they running their routes crisply? Are the defensive backs, in phase? Are they, in phase with the receivers? Are they in the right positions, in terms of what Spags is calling, all that good stuff, to Coach's point in terms of the mental aspect of it. But I'm excited to see does Patrick really take that to heart and just start, hey, if the guy's even close, I'm taking a shot. This is the time to do it. Get used to doing it now in June, and then eventually in training camp and the games or whatever. But I want to see, does Patrick kind of make a conscious effort to take more shots?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think for me, you look at it and, we had two significant injuries at the wide receiver position, once before the season started in week 4 into the season, and that changed everything. They still won 15 games. They still had a remarkable run in the postseason other than the Super Bowl. And had those guys been more productive and been there at 100%, I think the outcome of that game is definitely different. Not saying the Chiefs would win, but I think the path begins with what Lou said. Patrick Mahomes has to say, screw it. I'm throwing the ball down the field. I'm going to take more chances. I've got the fastest wide receiver in the NFL who proved throughout the season that he could get better. Andy Reid's going to make Xavier Worthy the focal point of the passing attack. And then you add Rice and you get Hollywood Brown, you got Kelsey, and you've got 2 or 3 running backs at your disposal that can all do different things for this offense. And you've got, that to me, if they go into the season healthy and that Hollywood Brown is back to where he was, Rasheed Rice is at least able to do some things out there in the OTA sessions before medically being cleared. If those 2 things happen, it's only going to make this offense better. And of course, obviously the offensive line, it's going to sort itself out. And Lou said, we're not going to, not only are we not going to know until the pads are flying, we're not going to really know until they hit the regular season how well that offensive line will be put together and how successful it'll be.
But speaking of offensive line, you kind of don't know when you get into training camp who the guys they running out there the first.
Well, they thought that last year too, and it didn't quite work out.
It didn't quite work out. That's why I'm saying, they got to rebound starting in OTAs. So when you first get everybody together, like Lou said, you're going to see what Patrick Mahomes do and everything else. But I want to see, you this offense to come out. I want to see what the coordinator is going to do, right? Because that was a embarrassing moment. For the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. We all know that, it's been beaten dead, 15,000 times over the internet and sometimes on the show. But again,
quick reminder.
I feel like Matt Nagy gonna come out here. I feel like this is gonna be this time where we can see, is this his offense? Is this the one we're gonna, what we seen, what he got cooked up. Sometimes guys, call plays and run plays and everything, and like, okay, I got Bears on the biggest stage, and now I'm gonna come back and just show everybody what I've been working on the off season. So I think he's gonna have these guys ready to go, and I think they can rebound from that, embarrassing loss. I think one of the most embarrassing losses in franchise history.
Did you say think? You gotta sound confident, sir. Come on now. You say you think. You gotta sound a little more confident, player.
I wasn't around that long to watch, the games like Nick and Luke. You know what I mean? So that's why I said I think it's one of the most embarrassing loss in the franchise history.
He's around for all the letdown, but hey.
I'm just saying. Yeah. But other than that, man, I feel like they can start in OTAs and get this started and kicked off the right way, man. That's where it starts there, man. The guys join in on time. If I'm the offense, man, I'm not sure. I'm the first one there. I'm beating the man to open this door first, man. I'm beating the janitors there.
You beating the water boy?
I'm beating everybody there. I'm the first. I slept there on the field, camped out at the stadium, guys. I'm back for revenge, and I'm ready for all more. Get this offensive going.
No shower, no nothing. You just back. No shower or nothing. You just
for those of you watching and listening, Hense has actually done that. So he knows what he's talking about. He has camped out. He has kind of wandered his way into a shower, I guess, at one point. At least that's what I heard. I don't know.
Hey, baby, I do be finding my wife like, how you find your way over there? I said, man, I don't know, man. I'm very approachable. I just find my way in odd places and be there at the stadium somehow, and somebody walk by. My Forrest Gump moments, I have them. So, but again, I feel like the rebound. I feel like they got to do it, man. Because if I got embarrassed like that, like Dre said a while back ago, I'm out here ready to kick some butt, man. It starts always it starts always to OTAs, going into training camp. I'm setting the tone in OTAs. This is what camp is going to be like. This is going for. If I'm a vet. If you wasn't around rookie to feel that loss in the Super Bowl, you're gonna feel like you was part of that loss in the Super Bowl because how much I'm gonna be training and how much I'm gonna have you training as well.
Come on, man. That's that Jordan mentality. I remember in the Last Dance, Steve Kerr and them. I think at least Steve Kerr came over with they was all hooting and hollering about the championship. Jordan, y'all don't understand what that feels like yet. We got to go belt to ass, man. No, I gotta put y'all through the gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to feel what we feel, and I feel like Mahomes should do that with his rookies. I want y'all to feel what we feel first. I want y'all to feel the loss. I want you to feel the tension, feel the emotion. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to feel that coming here. Don't be happy and smiling. I want y'all to feel what we felt. You know what I'm saying? That's the mission.
Like the last show, you said Mahomes got slapped the hell out of.
He smacked fire from him, bro.
He slapped him out. So, and Mama Mahomes, everybody in OTAs is going to feel that slap. Start from the offensive line, from the wide receivers, all down to the coaches. You know what I mean? Hey, somebody said on the internet he got slapped so hard the haircut got new. But hey, it wasn't slapped them. That's just what they said on the internet. That's why I was about to delete the Eagles account.
That was pretty good.
They said that yesterday. I said, okay, that was a good one.
That actually is pretty good. I mean, I think the other thing too, I think the Chiefs do a really good job when they get these young draft picks in, and they make them understand the culture and the winning history. And that's important. We've seen that. Look at the rookie class the last 3 years. You got guys who've all contributed to the roster in ways that have helped this team win games. And they understood what the goal is. The goal is, listen, to the fans, if you don't win the Super Bowl, it's a disappointing season. The players feel the same way. They build this team to have that same attitude. But when they bring in the young guys to have them understand, hey, this is the expectation here. This is the reality here. But with all that said, you're correct. Mahomes is the key to it all. He has got to be that Brett Favre, gunslinging, Peyton Manning-esque, Ben Roethlisberger-esque
what I'm talking about.
Why a quarterback who just takes the shots and has a window about this big to be able to make a great play, and that's what they need.
Oh yeah. How you feel about that, Lou? Same thing, Lou. Go out there and gunsling it, man. Go out there and have some fun this year.
Yeah, I really want to see if he puts his again money where his mouth is. He keeps talking about it, and ultimately he's got the ball in his hands on every play. So you trust him to make the right reads. You trust him to take the right shots. But I think again over his maturation and just kind of evolution as a quarterback and just understanding what this team and what each team each year needs. And by meaning, hey, if we don't turn it over, a punt is not horrible. Our defense is really good. Don't put the ball in harm's way, where now you've kind of added the speed at receiver. And if they're all healthy, there's going to be opportunities. So, hey, right from now, let's just get in that mindset now. We're going to take shots.
Exactly.
So start right away. Day one, start taking it. Not just indiscriminately. Well, we're just going to throw go routes the whole time. But when those opportunities are there,
why not?
Let it fly.
But again, man, like I said, man, that the Eagles account had me look up in the storm yesterday, man. But again, I'm ready for these guys to come back in OTAs to rebound from that that loss and get this offense started. Like I said, like Dre said, you know what I mean? Hey, let everybody. If you ain't on the team, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel that you're a part of that loss and how we train, how we eat around here, and how we are robbed every day. Nobody's late. If you're late, you're running hills like back in the day.
You ain't getting no water. If you late, you get no water.
Man, hey,
Bradfield breaks it for champions, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Are there any hills near the facility?
Oh, yes, it is. It's some hills.
Oh, it's some hills.
Yeah, make them run hills. And hey, but again, I'm ready for this. This training camp to kick off. OTAs is kicking off. You know what I mean? Hey, I know a lot of people in the chat is ready too. So let's get some of those comments before
Broncos Tube and Demetria Spence have been going all at it about the Denver Broncos. And talking about
got their own
and,
show going on, man.
Yeah, they got their own little sideshow going on. I mean, I think it's a great topic. They're making some really good points. Listen, I've said this all along, and the Broncos defense is sick. It's good. It's great. Sean Payton has this team believing. Bo Nix is the complete key. If he doesn't have a sophomore slump, the Chiefs and the Broncos are going to decide the winner of the AFC West on Christmas night in Kansas City. That's what I think. I don't think the Chiefs are going to run away with this division. I think the Broncos' schedule is
on the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the Chargers. Forget the Chargers.
Ooh, that was a shot at Hense. Hense said the Chargers might be the team.
And also, again, I know we're not talking about the Broncos. I know we're talking about the Broncos, but also on their social media, they had Patrick Mahomes in the green suit. I don't know why you wear the green suit before the game. You know what I mean? They say he wore his own suit to his own funeral. But again, it was just terrible for yesterday. I said, I'm going to block this guy.
Oh, man.
Hey,
boy,
speaking of Patrick and not a non-football topic, University of Maryland, Fear the Turtle. Kermit the Frog gave their commencement speech.
Oh, yeah? Pretty good.
Can you imagine that? Showing up at graduation and a Muppet is giving the speech.
It's better than some of the other speeches we saw.
In my hand, Hensley. I have the clues.
Uh-oh.
So whenever you're ready.
Is it that time?
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Damn, he said in my hand.
Wednesday.
Damn it.
We skipped Monday.
I'm sorry.
Lou said, damn it, in my hands. The damn clue.
I'm sorry, Lou.
No, hey, you're depriving our audience, man. I'm good. I'm good, man. Either way.
I'm done, man.
Just let me know. You want me to read them? I'll do it.
Hold on. I forget. They changed around here. Okay. Go ahead.
I know the first question.
All right, gang. Here we are. It is Wednesday. In case you forgot, we missed Monday. But on Wednesdays, we play this little game called Chief Who? Yes, we read off of a list of concocted clues, usually concocted by me. I do take some counsel from other sources, but usually it's me. And it will be a current Kansas City Chief. I will read the clues. You can kind of decipher what's going on there. And how about we do this? I will read through the 4 clues, and then at the end, everybody will take a shot. How about we do that?
Fair enough.
All right. So, yes, Nick, absolutely. Clue number 1. This Chief was a 4-star recruit.
Oof.
Number 1 at his position. Number 1 overall from his state. This Chief was a 2-time third-team all-conference player. This Chief is attempting to emulate an all-time Chief. His home state school shares a color with the school that he attended.
Are we ready?
How are we feeling? How are we feeling? We got Chris Jones. We got Worthy. Hensley, what do you got?
I got Mr. Parking Lot himself.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I got
Smith.
I got Smith, the running back. I got Smith,
You're
the
saying
rookie.
Rashard Smith. It is not
Rashard
Smith.
Damn.
Nick?
I'm going to go Josh Simmons.
Not Josh Simmons. Demecchio is saying Pacheco, Broncos 2, Def Worthy. So, no, it is not. So, let me read through them one more time. We'll go around the horn one more time. So, 4-star recruit. He was number 1 at his position coming out. Number 1 overall recruit out of his state. 2 times third team all conference. Is attempting to emulate an all-time Chief at the same position. Let me throw that in. Wow, Malik Herring, not bad. It is not Malik Herring. His home state school shares a color with the school he attended. And we'll throw in one more. In some circles, was the talk of draft weekend. Nope, it's not Brandon George. So let's go to the panel.
Patrick Mahomes.
Hensley Todd goes with it is not Patrick Mahomes.
All right, so it's definitely a draft pick, correct?
Coach.
Oh, snap. Hold on. Give me a second.
I appreciate the teacups reference.
Galati.
Top notch. We should be doing that more often. It is not Ashton Galati. Nick?
It's Moore.
Which one?
Tackle.
Okay, so you're thinking it's Jalen Moore?
Jalen Moore.
It is not Jalen Moore. Yes, this guy was a 4-star recruit. He was number 1 tight end coming out. He was the number 1 recruit out of Tennessee.
Oh, shit. You got to be kidding me.
Is attempting to emulate an all-time Chief, number 88, Tony Gonzalez, also a tight end. His home state school, University of Tennessee, famously orange. He went to Clemson, wore orange. And in some circles, meaning this show, he was the talk of draft weekend, even though he wasn't drafted. Nick couldn't get his name out earlier in the show, kept calling him Hendershoot. Yes, number 88 for the Kansas City Chiefs, Jake Brenningstool.
I should get a consolation.
How did everybody miss that for real, man? That was a good one too.
Let's go.
I didn't realize
Jake
he was number 1 recruited.
This week's winner, Chief Who. Let's go.
Nice. Good stuff.
Of course, Chief Who always brought to you by our friends at Underdog Fantasy Sports. Play 5, get 50 in bonus once you play that 5. Use promo code Chiefs Blitz. And hey, you might get one of Nick's trading cards too.
You might.
Hey.
Thanks for playing, everyone.
Good. That was a good one.
He said, I got the answers right here. Hey, here, you should have zoomed in on that one. You should have zoomed in on that paper. You should have paused and zoomed in on that one. Boy, that'd be perfect. I didn't say it, Lou. Where's it at? I didn't say it. It's right here. Yeah.
Ruben, I blame my memory. I love
It's
it.
kind of like the gold jacket board. It's under some cloak of like secrecy.
Yeah, the baby tucks it under his pillow.
That's right. That's right.
So with that said, guys, thank Ruben, everybody for joining in. Thank
shout out to the
cousin Robert. How you doing,
cousin Robert? Always showing love, man. Big ups, man.
Bronco
John
2,
Harrison,
we appreciate it.
Ruben,
hey, Bronco 2,
Ken.
we're gonna have you on when the Chiefs play the Broncos. So yes,
Broncos.
You've earned the right.
That will be
you've earned the right.
Please, guys, don't bury Bronco
Kenny
2,
Sinclair, Vincent, appreciate you guys very much. For chiming in today.
Much love, man. Yeah, always.
So OTAs, right? Are we excited? Are you allowed to go? Or is it open to the public?
It is not open to the public.
Is it open to Hense Todd?
The media has a very short session availability tomorrow, the last day of the week. So I'm not sure Hense is going to be there or not.
The challenge has been drawn there for you, Hensley.
I get in there.
Yeah,
I know it.
It'll be interesting to see what
he ain't got that gold slick for nothing.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who talks tomorrow. There was a report that Travis Kelce did not make it, and the Chiefs were upset. And I'm just telling you that report is false. He left Miami and came straight to Kansas City make sure he was available for the first session. And Travis, from what I understand, is in pretty good shape. So
I heard he dropped 25 pounds.
That's the rumor.
Oh shit! Don't say it's a rumor,
seems
man.
Like way too much.
Unless a lot.
Unless he was
15, maybe 15.
Unless he was up to like 275 or something. But I don't think
maybe he lost a little belly round. But I think he's probably in the best shape of his in the last couple of years. I think he's going to be ready to go. He's highly motivated to play. What is more than likely his last year as a tight end in the National Football League, and quite a career. The fact that he's done it all in Kansas City is remarkable, and he's the reason. Win it for Travis. If this is really it, that's the theme. Win it for Travis.
So my thing is, so there's a rumor that he didn't lose 25
No, he did
pounds?
lose weight. Yeah, you can just tell by the pictures.
Oh, okay.
The workouts in the offseason.
But think about that for a second. 25 pounds to a professional athlete, right? Unless you're like an offensive line, you're way over 300 pounds.
Sure.
Was it Desmond Watson or the really big kid over 400 pounds, and you lose 25? It's like, oh, okay, that's a good. But Travis Kelce, I mean, I would think at his peak he was probably playing around 240.
Maybe, but I think he was a little heavier last year.
You'd be a little concerned if he came in at like 215.
No, I think he played heavier than that this year. And I think
he must have, man.
Yeah,
I still think that 25 number, that would be my first question.
Yeah, if he's at 220, if he's at 230, 225, 230, 232, somewhere in there, that means he's slimmed down. They don't need him for his speed. They just need him to get in the open spaces, and he doesn't need more girth, to get in the open spaces. And if he thinks that his body will react better to, the longer season being a little lighter, I'm all for it. And again,
that part of it for sure, but just there are certain plays where he's asked to be like in line and block.
Look who popped in! Kareem's here.
Kareem, all right. We disagree.
Always late. Always late.
Just in time to troll.
Just in time
to get a little thing.
The agent of chaos getting that shot in. Very good.
Yeah, man. So Spence said lighter Travis equals Jack. I agree. He lighter separation, man. You yard after the catch. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with it.
All right, Bronco 2. Man,
lighter's not horrible. It's just, to me, 25 pounds. It's almost like 10% of his body. It just sounds like a lot.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's assuming he was up to 245 or more. But again, we don't know.
He did seem a big sluggish in the Super Bowl.
If he talks tomorrow, we'll find out.
Yeah,
but
maybe like
being
10
like
or,
sluggish.
maybe 10 or 15 pounds sluggish. 25.
If he loses 10 pounds, I think that's a good thing.
That just sounds a lot. That sounds high to me. So
that means Travis is on a mission.
Broncos team said he thinks Travis Kelce is done.
Well, so did Kareem.
Kareem is a poison, man. It just it's like a virus. It just spreads.
I'm trying to think though. So if we come in and Travis give us 800 yards of offense, 800 yards, do you feel like he's done, or that's a normal for Travis Kelce?
I think that's the ceiling for Travis this year is 800.
800.
Hey, speaking of, back of the question we asked you earlier about the surprise person, it probably be Kelce because everybody think you're gonna be retired, this and that. Everybody think he's gonna be overweight, knees got mounds on them, ankles got
snap. The curls gone too, man.
the hair, cut.
The hair gone too, man.
I feel like he's gonna be he probably be that surprised and say, dang, Travis Kelce retired after this year and still put up 1,500 yards.
Yeah,
Bronco said 550. Bronco too said 550.
If the receiving crew is healthy,
that
you got to believe he's going to have a lot of space in the middle of the field. Right? I mean, you can't really cheat the defense to him, where that kind of was like the game plan for most teams. Like, hell, you take Travis away, Patrick is going to just kind of feel lost. But if you've got, some major yak type guys in Rasheed, in Hollywood, hell, even Worthy. So yeah, it could be a huge bonanza for Travis for sure.
Yeah, it could be.
I just hope he be more productive and come out to be more productive, man. Focus on the game, man. I could see Travis Kelce having a huge impact this year.
We got a Chargers fan.
Nick Swint. Chargers
welcome. We like Chargers fans and Broncos fans and Raiders fans all contributing.
Okay, the West is in the house. The West is in the house. Man.
All right, so Nick, since I've got you here, Nick, so tell me the honest truth. What do you think about your quarterback? Let's take it from somebody who bleeds.
And
Chargers.
Most importantly, tell
Chargers
your friends
blue.
about Chiefs Blitz.
Friends.
See the answer. Yes, Broncos 2 year.
Oh my God!
Bengals are a complete mess.
Don't start it, Bronco. Don't start it, man. I've been cool, been chilling, man. My Bengals is good. My Bengals.
Well, we know Coach Harbaugh's love affair with his quarterback. I mean, that's like I don't know that he could look at his son any more glowingly than he does at.
Might that be his downfall?
At Justin Herbert.
Yeah, who knows?
Go ahead, Bo.
I'm with you, Kareem, man. I don't know. I'm not, I'm not Dr. Doolittle. I'm not, I'm not Streck. I'm not none of those guys. I don't know how to talk to donkeys. But
You're a dog whisper, huh? You're
come on, guys. Be nice.
You're the dog whisper.
Wow.
Go ahead, Rick.
So
we like you in here, but hey, we
need to have a disclaimer that some of the comments made by the panel aren't necessarily in agreement with.
Yeah, the old guys don't agree as much as with the young guys. I think that should be put that on the scroll.
I'm just chiming in with the chat. I'm just
blending in. I'm just blending in. That's all. I'm just blending in, man.
Hey, but again, he said he love it. He love it. He understand it.
This is going to be a great division. I truly believe it. All four teams.
I agree with you, though, Lou. I agree.
Those 6 games that each of these teams play are going to be dog fights. They normally are, but I think there's a lot more talent behind those, especially the Chargers and the Broncos. The Raiders, I think, are moving in that direction. I think Pete Carroll is going to have a lot to do with them.
Janetti, Brock Bowers,
just have a much better attitude about things, competing every day. Just Pete being Pete, and then we'll see what Chip Kelly, what his offense is going to look like in the pros again. So I think this division is going to be great. Some great games.
It's going to be very explosive and very competitive, gentlemen. I tell you that it's going to be very competitive, very to the team, because all 4 coaches been in the big dance. They all been in the Super Bowl. They all got championship pedigree. They all got championship pedigree. Man.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Broncos too, but I didn't see what Talib and Chris Harris Jr. said on
he's
Denver
still. Who did he used to get? Was it Crabtree?
Yeah, Crabtree, they had wars,
he
man.
and Talib were.
That's what I'm talking about,
They had a
boy.
few
I
battles
love
back
Akeem
in the
Talib,
day.
man. He was one of my favorite players.
Hey, the Chiefs would have got him though.
Both
Talib?
KU guys, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Here you go.
He'll
There you go. Your rock shot,
trash
guys.
talking, man.
So what did they say? The question was, do the Broncos need to go head to head with the Chiefs? And they both said they need to set the tone by making personal fouls on the Chiefs.
Oh, jeez.
Well, both these guys are Jayhawks, so I got to give them a little bit of slack. But
Here you go with your biased Jayhawk talk. Listen, man,
Hey,
I want to see war.
My
I wanna
KU
see
Jayhawks
war.
are in the NCAA baseball tournament. They opened that Friday night against Creighton in
Okay.
Arkansas. I'm actually going to go down and.
Do you have any eligibility
Nick
left?
Blees Jayhawk.
I
Nick
don't have any
Blees
eligibility
Jayhawk.
left. I did try to walk onto the KU basketball team when Larry Brown was coach, but I didn't.
He pulled
a
Stephen A. Smith. He pulled a Stephen A. Smith. Walked on.
Yes. There's a walk on. Anybody could come and try out.
Yeah.
They just walked right up out of there. They said,
And I walked right out of there.
I'm trying to think of who was there in the early 80s, right?
Yeah, man. Larry Brown had taken over. Larry Brown.
Danny and the Miracles was
Danny
88.
Miracles.
So Danny Manning and crew.
Yeah, I mean, Mark Turgeon was smaller than I was, and I thought I had a chance, but I didn't have any chance at all whatsoever. And Mark Turgeon ended up turning into. He was a walk-on, and he turned into a really good player for KU and turned into a pretty good head coach. So,
hey, that matter,
I was a runt in basketball.
University of Maryland is still trying to find his new address.
Y'all want to talk? Lou, you want to always say I got my Forrest Gump stories. He got the most Forrest Gump stories.
Who, me?
Nick got plenty of stories,
but yours are current though. I mean,
right. They see Nick is a golden era.
We don't have video. We barely have pictures from that time.
I've got a baseball picture around somewhere. I think Kenny St. Clair sent it to me. No.
Where Buddy at now? I'm trying to get his response about the Chargers. Now we're trying to get that response, man. How are you feeling about your team?
Checked in. Maybe it was just a quick in and out.
Maybe it was just
if you're gonna come in, stay for like at least 30 seconds, right?
Come on and say hi, guys. Hi, guys.
Get your
Charge over here.
We'll get that hash mark on the views.
Yeah, there it is. I'm all for it.
Yeah. So what they said, man, we want to thank everybody for joining in. We're gonna have a pretty cool show lined up for you guys Friday. When we're gonna have some quotes from the guys from OTAs, and maybe I want to hear some more about this Nick stories, man, because he said he
pulled a Stephen A. Smith and walked the walk.
He said he walked it.
Nick, but you eat and breathing though, nigga. I respect you, man. You die hard, man.
I love to play basketball and I love to play baseball. I wasn't good at either one. But I wasn't great at either one. Let's put it that way.
Kareem said, wait, I got something. Kareem said he got something. All right, Kareem, what you got, Kareem? What you got?
If you had to say, I know Lou said he played back in the day as well. If you think you can beat Lou in a one-on-one.
Oh, me? Jesus. Hell yeah. I'm 62 years old, man.
I'm 63.
I'm talking about like if y'all was in y'all younger prom days, do you think Nick can take you one-on-one in basketball, Lou?
Oh, that's competitive edge.
No.
Competitive play.
I would say no.
It's confidence. Nick, how you feel?
I don't know. My nickname in high school was Clyde, so for Clyde Frazier. So
Clyde Frazier.
Clyde the Glide was my nickname. I was a pretty good shooting guard.
What was you averaging, Nick?
When I played consistently. 6 to 8 points a game.
8 points, what? 8 points, 4 assists, 2 steals.
No, I wasn't a steal guy. I didn't play very good defense. I just like
I don't know if they kept track of that stuff back in the late 70s.
Yeah, I don't think they did all that stat stuff. All they cared about was the final score.
The NBA certainly didn't.
Did you qualify? Did you play enough games to get a letter jacket? That's
turnovers and such.
How about you, Lou? Give me your average, Lou. What you
I was a very small player, man. It was all about sharing. It was all about sharing the rock. Get the ball to the guys that could score.
All right, okay. Makes sense. Okay, what Kareem saying?
I don't know.
What the hell?
Wow.
Are you speaking
Inigo
Spanish?
Montoya is a Jewish man, not Spaniard, from Chicago. He went to KU around Nick's time.
I don't know who that is.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Okay, so I don't know. Well,
Forrest
who
Gump.
is that?
I'm
Appreciate
talking about
that.
Forrest
Hey, I'll
Gump.
take the Forrest
Is he a
Gump
friend of
comparison.
yours, Kareem, or just
I
kind
know.
of some
Who
random
knows?
guy?
My man was speaking some good Spanish.
All
Hey,
right.
Nick had a like mics on. He was ready to ball, man. So with that said, hey, we'll see you guys Friday.
Princess Bride. That's funny.
We have a heck of a show locked up for you guys Friday. We had some quotes from the guys from OTAs and everything else. So sit back, guys. And like I said, we are one step closer to the season kickoff in Brazil.
Let's go.
Less than 100 days. Let's go.
Let's get it out of there.